Chase Elliott is preparing for his 9th season at the top level of stock car racing after winning the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series and being the series' most popular driver. The 27-year-old driver will be guided by seasoned crew chief Alan Gustafson as he drives the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. The ZL1 of this channel is your like and subscribe for more videos like this. Hendrick Motorsports and Chase Elliott have Napa's full sponsorship. The contract between Napa and Hendrick Motorsports has been extended, which means they will continue working together for many years. After receiving backing from the company Napa, Chase Elliott will continue with Napa. Their membership renewal was announced live in front of more than 13,000 people at the 2022 Napa Expo in Las Vegas. Attendees included wholesalers, merchants, shop employees, company owners, and representatives from Napa Auto Care Centers. Team Vice Chairman Jeff Gordon, Napa Vice President of Marketing Marty Walsh, and Hendrick Motorsports owner Rick Hendrick announced at the Venetian Convention and Expo Center. Having joined Hendrick Motorsports, Walsh is just as delighted as Elliott. The partnership between Napa and Hendrick Motorsports and Chase have been going strong for quite some time, and the company claims that the two are vital to our future development and success. Since 2014, one of Elliott's primary sources of funding has been Napa. Both the Cup and Xfinity titles went to the driver of the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Having moved up to the top Cup level full-time in 2016, the 26-year-old driver won his 16 points-paying races at Atlanta Motor Speedway on July 10th. Elliott said it well when he said that if Napa doesn't support him, none of this is possible. Without our loyal fans, we wouldn't be nearly as successful as we are. Thanks to Napa, I've met a lot of interesting people from all over the world. It's great to work for a company that appreciates you for who you are and what you can do. The mere fact that fans have the power to shape my own destiny fills me with joy and hope. At the moment in 2022, Elliott is leading the Cup standings since he has won more races than anybody else. The Georgia racer has qualified for the playoffs for the 6th year in a row in NASCAR. That's 4 years in a row that NASCAR fans have chosen him as their favorite driver, 2018 to 2021. Hendrick said, "We are thrilled with the results of collaborating with Napa. It has been a pleasure to work with someone who shares my enthusiasm for our sport. In order to work better together, Chase, Alan, and the rest of the crew have all been motivated by Napa to put in extra time and effort. For the future, Chase Elliott will continue to be sponsored primarily by Hendrick Motorsports and Napa Auto Parts. The Napa Expo 2022 in Las Vegas was the venue for the announcement. Napa Auto Parts, Elliott's primary sponsor, has promised to pay all of his costs for the whole season. Our love for one another has grown stronger and more steadfast over the last 8 years. Napa was Elliott's primary sponsor for the 2018 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Their unwavering backing helped him achieve a 16-win season in the 2020 Cup Series. The success of Napa was essential to the development of the team, Elliott is quoted as stating in a press release. I was always impressed by how well they worked together during our weekend games and practices. Thanks to my job at Napa, I've met a lot of fascinating people from all over the nation and forged some great professional relationships. We're pleased to be employed by a business that values its staff members as much as it does its customers. While several NASCAR teams have switched their sponsors this year, Hendrick Motorsports and Napa still have one of the most prominent and longest-running partnerships in the sport. There was a time when one company would be a team's principal sponsor for a whole season. On the other hand, many of today's teams get considerable money from a variety of sponsors. The long-term success of a racing team and its driver can depend on their ability to get a large sponsor. The future of the number 18 Toyota and Kyle Busch, who has driven it since 2008, is uncertain now that Mars Incorporated is no longer Joe Gibbs Racing's principal sponsor. Elliott's popularity throughout the Cup season benefits his sponsor, Napa. Even if this does happen, Elliott's other teams will still have to contend with the fierce rivalry brought on by their own sponsors. Advertisements for Hooters, UniFirst, Lomar, Kelley Blue Book, and Ashok Energy Drink will be plastered all over Elliott's car this year. The terms of the existing arrangement ensure that Napa will play a sizable role as a NASCAR sponsor for the foreseeable future. To promote its sponsors, NASCAR drivers have driven cars emblazoned with the organization's insignia for the last 3 decades. Jimmy Means, Ron Hornaday, Michael Waltrip, and Martin Truex Jr. are just a few of the names on that list. Tickets to see Chase Elliott race as the Little Nine are sure to go fast because of his fame. However, in 2023, one of the sponsors will be pursuing a different approach. Several reliable sources say that Shock Energy will no longer sponsor Elliott and Hendrick Motorsports in the 2023 racing season. The sponsorship deal between the team and the energy drink maker ended after the 2022 season. Shock Energy began sponsoring Elliott in 2021. Pepsi and Mountain Dew, two longtime sponsors of Hendrick Motorsports, have decided to discontinue their relationship in the past. It shouldn't be too big of a deal since Shock Energy is no longer sponsoring Elliott's number 9 car, considering they only supported him for 2 races all of last season. These 2 races were staged at both Daytona International Speedway and Richmond Raceway. Elliott plans to keep doing the same things he has done in years past. The number 9 Hendrick Motorsports Cars Partners website lists Napa Auto Parts, Hooters, Kelley Blue Book, Lumar, and UniFirst as returning sponsors. As we can see, Elliott has lost all of his big drink sponsors. However, the organization's website still lists Day Chaser as an associate partner, despite the fact that they are now a beverage sponsor. In 2022, Napa was the undisputed champion of sponsors, while Hooters was once again a formidable rival. Both were in every NASCAR race. There is an unbreakable link between achievement and surrender, and Elliott never surrenders. Professional athletes are the only ones who really understand this. Many of them are taught early on to sacrifice their own wants and needs in favor of the collective. That's why Chase Elliott is so successful. That's not to say he didn't have to make any sacrifices. It's just that he had a role model in his own family. Bill Elliott is widely regarded as one of the sport's all-time greats. His achievements, such as winning the Winston Million in 1984, earned him the nickname Million Dollar Bill and put him in an exclusive group of individuals. His son and protege, Chase Elliott, has also excelled in NASCAR in a short amount of time. In a 2021 YouTube video, Chase discusses his father's influence on his career in the Cup Series and beyond. It's possible that a young person who wins a Cup Series can become complacent and arrogant as a result. However, Chase wasn't someone who did that. Chase and his Hendrick Motorsports staff deserve a lot of credit, but Bill also deserves praise. His words from the video were, "When I was younger, my dad always drilled into me that racing is a huge hobby with many facets. He broadened my understanding of the sport of auto racing beyond my first assumptions. You can achieve it without spending a lot of money." Chase could have won a lot of prizes when he was younger, but Bill wasn't going to rest on his laurels and create arrogance in him. It is easy to lose sight of your actions' consequences, and it's much simpler to ignore the possibility that those consequences extend to others. Will there be more big sponsors in Elliott's career, or is this the peak of his time at NASCAR? Tell us in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe for more videos like this.